So, welcome to Mornings with Muad'Dib. I want to let you guys know my name is Taibu Muad'Dib. I'm a certified goal achievement coach. And what I do mainly, I provide services to folks like you that need to be motivated, that need a winning strategy for how to create the next step of your journey. I want to let you guys know that I take this seriously. When I got PCS certified, I want you to know that it was a very happy day for me. A couple years into the game, I've helped a couple hundred people for sure to at least get that first step going, get that start. That's why I call it the First Step program. First Step coaching really, I got the name from when I took my first step. A lot of you don't know me, know my story, but if you do your research, I was a knucklehead. I started out in the juvenile system, grew up into the adult prison system. And it took a long time for me to realize that I was my own worst enemy. That might sound cliche, I get that, but the truth is, um, until I considered that I had more control over my surroundings and my future, I didn't take it. I didn't take control. And a lot of you, uh, for one reason or another, you feel a certain kind of way about your life. You're going today. You're going to go to a job, but you're already at a job that you don't like. While I run my own business, I understand what it's like to go to a factory job, to a service job, to a retail position, and be working and not like what you're doing. I get that. I understand that. But that's sharecropping. That's why the last couple of weeks I did this sharecropping report in the morning. Now I'm just here to motivate you. I want to get you guys just a couple of motivational words from individuals that do it for a living. One day that will be me. I will be giving you the best that I have coming up pretty soon. In January, we got the dating show starting. So for a lot of you out there who are kind of jaded by love, I did podcasts on relationships for a whole year. I'm going to repurpose that content, get some good stuff on there for you. If you're interested to see what's out there, inbox me. I'll get you lined up for my dating show. We'll find you somebody special. And really, like I said, all of my programming, my online coaching, it starts with you. So be ready to be honest. I was before I go to the motivation. I'm gonna tell you something. I talked to a beautiful woman downtown Dallas. I was at work, and it was like, "Do you want to be on my dating show?" She said, "Yeah, I come on dating show." I said, "Okay. Are you willing to be honest?" She said, "Yeah, I'm willing to be honest." I said, "Okay. What if we find a great guy for you? He gets on the show, or we find somebody for you, you go on a date with the guy, right?" And the first question he asks you, one of the first questions he asks you is, "How many men you have been with?" Like he says, it's a big important thing to me. I'm dating with a purpose, but I have to know that the woman I'm with isn't, for the streets. So how many men have you been with, intimately, sexually? And she got all defensive, like, "Oh, why would he ask that? This and this and that." And I'm like, well, the thing is, a lot of ladies out there want an honest guy, but they're not willing to be honest with their guy. And then vice versa, men aren't willing to be open about the fact that we date and marry for purity as close as we can, where women are dating as close as they can for security. So the dating show is going to be real, man. I'm gonna get you guys some motivational words right here. As always, if you want to, oh, no sound. Oh boy. Apologize for that. I apologize for that. My Bluetooth in my truck picks my phone up. I really apologize for that. Thank you guys so much for letting me know that my sound wasn't working. I apologize. Let me start again. I'm Taibu Muad'Dib, certified goal achievement coach. Good morning. This is Mornings with Muad'Dib. Now, in the past couple of weeks, I've been doing a sharecropping report. I hope you guys got something out of that. Who I am and what I do is online, I have a platform called First Step Coaching. I want to meet you guys. I want to meet your goal, right? 2024, it shouldn't be the same year. You shouldn't even approach 2024 with the same lame, whack plan. Oh, I'm going to do better. Oh, I'm going to make more. I got things in place. Like, nah, that's not a strategy. That's not strategic. All right. So what I do as a life coach is I make sure that you have the proper roadmap in place to get you somewhere. Like many of you are going through the same cycle of a little bit of a come up, fall way back behind, a little bit of a come up, fall way back behind. To keep that from happening, you need measurables. You need activities put in place with some coaching where a person can kind of walk you through that process. Thank you guys for sticking with me, man. I really appreciate you guys this morning. What I'm doing right now is I'm providing some morning motivation and information. This isn't where I'm telling you guys, oh, last night, Taylor Swift or Beyonce, like this is not the kind of show that it is. I'm a real dude. This is person to person. I want to talk to the real folks out there. If you're out there and you know that you're working a job that you can't stand, or you're about to go check in and clock into a job that you hate, I've been there. I was you. I'm not you anymore. I'm not you anymore. All right. 1,700 new millionaires every day in America. Clocked, blessed, dollars. The simple explanation for that is because there are enough people online looking for what you have to offer. Let me say it again. This is how I became Taibu Muad'Dib, PCS certified goal achievement coach. And I help individuals online to set up a winning strategy for their life. I help people who are going through a crisis. Right? You don't need health insurance, life insurance, all these insurances to pay for me because you can afford me. I make sure of that. I make sure that my services are for the people who are learning how to invest in themselves. If you don't know the power of investing in yourself, look at it. Because you can go back on my page and see. I just did a podcast the other day with the old work shirt I had. It still had ice cream on it. Can't wash it out, right? Because it was the mix. I was the mix operator, right? To let you know how full my joy is at what I do for a living. Building people that make stronger communities is important. Why? Because I may get in the head of someone whose dad or brother or aunt or mom is a police officer. And they might, oh, Taibu Muad'Dib, yeah, check my Taibu Muad'Dib. And they look at my podcast and they come to see that we are people too. Yeah. That we're people too, that we have goals, strategies, that we want to get along. We want to build this nation up properly, right? You look at the guy in Alabama. The police shot and killed him. Lawfully armed, lawfully protecting his property from someone that was making a mistake trying to take his property from him. And the police, this is the report, the police sent the same repo man out there to take property from him. He already told the guy, hey, look, I don't owe you guys anything. I'm good on my stuff. Please get off my property. The police came back. They said, and they said, read the reports. They said that they ambushed the guy, shot him to death. And then, of course, they tried to lie to the police report. Oh, we saw his weapon, told him to put it down, this and this. We gave him chances. I want you officers out there to stop viewing us as opportunities to just get a notch on your belt for killing an African person. Why is that a thing for you? If there's enough animals in the country that are over deer, alligator, if you want to hunt something and kill something, there's plenty of animals you can do that with here in the country of the U.S. We are people too. We have dreams, hopes, and goals. That man built a family, was taking care of his family, was providing for his family. And you took him away from his family. So this is something right now, what I do is I'm reaching out to people who just normal, everyday, blue collar folks that have white collar dreams. Right? So when I dress up in the morning, I get up and get my coffee or I get my energy drink, whatever I'm doing this morning to get hyped up for you guys. I want you to know that this is important, not just to me, but it should be important to you as well. Until we start shaking hands across the lines, we're going to continue to see things like that. We can take control of those narratives. And when those things happen, not enough of us care to make enough noise. And when I say make noise, I mean the protesting and the petitioning, all these things matter. Starting with your vote for who you vote into office. There's political pressure you can put on any city government, county government, to where police officers are not pulling their triggers for fun, for entertainment, for enjoyment. They're pulling their triggers to save lives, not take them unnecessarily. All right. Morning motivation with Taibu Muad'Dib. I'm telling you right now, mornings with Muad'Dib should be something you guys should look forward to. Healthy conversation. Let's get you that motivation. We're going to go picture in picture. If you want to see the full effects of my podcasting, go subscribe over at YouTube. You guys got about one more week left to be subscribers of my YouTube channel before it costs money. Get grandfathered in now. Let's go.
If you stay in your comfort zone, that's where you will fail. There is not a day that I wake up that I don't feel like going back to sleep, or that I don't have anxiety about what my day is going to bring. And you know what I do?
So Acorn is a financial tech company. So
Wow.
I bought everyone's gifts today with
Expand yourself.
We'll keep going.
Take yourself out your comfort zone. If you stay in your comfort zone, that's where you will fail.
All right, let's go.
There is not a day that I wake up that I don't feel like going back to sleep,
That you?
or
That's
that I
you?
don't have anxiety about what my day is going to bring.
Let's go.
And you know what I do? I wake up and I go handle it.
Your biggest enemy is you. It's you against you. The only person that gets in your way is you.
Bam. And that was the voice of Kevin Hart, a very successful comedian. A lot of my programming, when you guys join the First Step Coaching platform and community, a lot of my programming is about waking you up to realize that once you identify what you truly want to do, only then can you begin to look at the measurables and milestones necessary to achieve it. Oh, Taibu Muad'Dib, what's your end game? I want to be a well-known, well-traveled, successful motivational speaker. That's what I want to do. I want to write books. I want to build a movement that leads to social change. I'm a tech inventor. I'm working on a couple of tech inventions that I want to bring out in 24. So yeah. So batteries are about to die. I got to figure this thing out real quick. All right. So I'm gonna nix the light so I can keep you guys in here. It's gonna be a little dark, but I gotta nix the light so I can get you guys charged up. There we go. Less light, more charge. Again, if you want to see the full episode, make sure you go Taibu Muad'Dib 4019. Let's go. Bam, 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 bam. So this morning, look, I'm like you guys. I take into account a lot of what you see on social media. I watch it, I do. But I don't let it overcome me, okay? I don't get overcome by social media searching and watching reels and things of that nature. All right. What I do is I look at it and see, how does this fit into my life? Is this something worthy of putting out there? Right? That's where I'm at with it. You have to ask yourself that question. If you're ready for a one-on-one coaching experience, go to Calendly.com/Coach Taibu, and we'll make that thing happen for you. All right. Posting that on Facebook. Shout out to everybody. So look, if your Christmas, like So one of my kids called me. He was sad. He was down. I did get this, I did get that, but I didn't get something I really, really wanted. I was really ready to move on. I was like, man, what did you get your mom for Christmas? Did we discuss this? I said I would consider it. You consider? I said, well, I didn't hear back from you, so I guess you considered that it wasn't a big deal, right? So you're sad about what you didn't get for Christmas, but you didn't get anybody anything. I said, don't you realize now that you're a young man, that part of the joy of Christmas is giving. I would say for a lot of people, most of it is giving. So, that being the case, I said, son, whatever you didn't get for Christmas, you would still have been able to feel that part of your body that's sad with some joy at the happiness the person that you gave a gift to had from you giving a gift. You know what I mean? I said, what's up, Tybu? I got everybody over Tybu 2 Rise over here on Instagram. And so I'm teaching them, I'm like, bro, look, now that you're a young man, you're growing, give a gift on Christmas and get joy from that, right? Don't be selfish. I'm not raising selfish, ungrateful young people. You have to realize, man, now that you're in a position where you could give, dad offered to send you some money so you can make that present thing happen, you didn't do it. I said, that's selfish, bro. I said, does not your mom work really hard to make sure you have what you need? Hasn't she always been there making sure you have? I said, bro, you haven't seen a hungry day. You blessed. You mad because she missed one present. You didn't get her nothing. I'm not mad, but sad. I said, man, your perspective is off. I said, you're a great guy. I said, man, go down there, hug your mom, tell her you won't miss next Christmas. You'll make sure she had what she needs to, as much as you can help. You know what I'm saying? I said, go play with your cousin. Go have a good time, man. You blessed. You tripping. I will say one thing in the morning. I have to say it. Forgive me. I have to say it. Then I'll go to the next thing and I get out of here. If you missed the sharecroppers reports, go back to First Step Coaching. Go like my page on Facebook and go check those out, or make sure that you tap into my YouTube channel. Go back, see that sharecropper report. I did sharecropper in the morning and civil war at night. Sharecropper to let you know the system that you're stuck in that's keeping you and trapping you in debt, and civil war to make sure that you draw a line and take yourself to war. Understand it's going to be a war. All right. That's why I got First Step Coaching lined up for you. All right, let's go. So, bam. What do we got here? Ooh. I don't know. Man, looking very good. Let me refresh this. I gotta refresh this thing, man, because I've been sending myself plenty of stuff. But don't none of this look like what I put on there. Okay, I got the church hustle on here. Let's see. China card decline. Okay. Yeah, I got a couple of things on here. Now I see it. All right. So I'm gonna put something up here for you guys. The dating show. Man, please tap into that. I want to help some folks find love. I myself am in a solid 2-year relationship. So that makes it successful. Each year you want to celebrate with that person that you love, what you made it through, and what you guys are planning to come up with next. Where you guys heading towards, and I sold my partner on like a 5-year goal. Let's do 5 years. Let's get 5 years in and see where we at then. Let's not trip on each other, let's not cheat on each other, let's not hate on each other. Let's kind of build each other for 5 years. Let's see where we at then. If it makes sense to do it, we'll do it. If not, then at least we'll both have more. You know what I'm saying? And we'll be a lot more attractive to the person that we're meant to be with, if it's not us, right? That's solid. So in year, finishing up year 2, man, it's a blessing. And I want people to know, I've met a lot of folks along the way and talked to them on my podcast. A lot of sadness out there. Rich, wealthy, attractive people, sad, lonely, pointing the finger. It's them, it's them, it's them. It's you, it's you, it's you. So we're going to have some fun, man. Enjoy ourselves. I'm going to do I'm gonna put a TikTok up here. This is why I believe my dating show is necessary. I'm gonna give y'all this little bit of funk. We're gonna get up out of here. Taibu Muad'Dib. Remember, if you want to see the full episode, go over to YouTube and check me out to watch the full episode. You always know what it is. Put it on my joints. Morning motivation. Let's go with Taibu Muad'Dib. Mornings with Muad'Dib. That's how you do it. Pin it. Give him a little bit more funk. Taibu 2 Rise. All right, so we're gonna go over here to screen share. Get right into it. Hope you had a good weekend. I hope your football team won. If not, there's more football to be played, so don't trip. All right. Verify what? What are you doing? Get out of here. Report a problem. This is crazy. I have no idea what's going on, folks. Let me get to the bottom of it, though. All right. I'm going to screen share something I saw on a TikTok, man. I believe it needs to be put out there. This is why my dating show, I believe, is necessary. A realistic dating show where folks are meeting people that are a good match for them based on what they put out there. Your vibe, you're going to attract who you are. So if you're a cheater, liar, domestic violence abuser type person, you're going to attract who you are. If you're a manipulator, you're going to attract who you are. I'm telling you. 48 years in the game, I'm telling you, you're going to attract who you are. All right. Let's give it to him.
But the fact is that he does have opportunity or does have the right to take the child, pick up the child, and be involved in the schooling. He would have that right anyway pursuant to MCL 722.30.
Yes.
Ma'am, don't shake your head unless you know the law.
So this TikTok, go over my YouTube channel, subscribe, everybody. The TikTok says mother jailed for denying father parenting time. Judge will not release her until a child is turned over to the father. Boom. Boom. Now, I've taken 3 out of my 4 baby mamas to court for the right to see my children. So I have a lot of experience with this. A lot of experience with it. Get to know the person that you're dating. Please practice safe sex. Protect yourself from pregnancies, unwanted pregnancies. Pregnancy, trust me, or you will be in this situation. But it's good to see the law taking the sides of the men. While everybody's against the government, everybody's against the law. It's good to see some judges progressively moving forward and taking the sides of the fathers. I myself have recently had to call the police on one of my kids' moms for not turning the child over on my visitation time. And the police were like, there's nothing we can do. You got to take it to court. The judge, this is the judge's signature on this piece of paper right here. So if she don't turn over, it's legally enforceable. Go in there, handcuff her, take her to jail. She won't do it no more. And I have my time, my child right now, like I should. You know what I'm saying? But they wouldn't do nothing. Raise your hand, fellas, if you've been through the same situation. So this father right here, culture doesn't matter. It's not, they'll do it for a white guy. They won't do it for a black. Culture doesn't matter. This is setting a precedent for fathers to make sure when they go to court that them judges' orders is going to be met. Because I have another TikTok where a man did like 5 years in prison or something like that over a non-payment of child support for a child that wasn't his. So Lay's been playing these relationship games for a long time. A long time. This is why my dating show is necessary. Because conversations like these, I'm going to bring them up. Nobody talks about, when they're falling in love or having a good time and kicking it. Would you ever keep my child from me? Nobody ever says stuff like that. I know I never did. But it happens. It happens. Big on lie detector test. Let's finish this thing out.
The child be turned over to him immediately, forthwith, and that he will have the child for the 63 days that he has been denied as make-up parenting time. Yeah. As a result of your failing to turn over, as this court has ordered, the court is going to remand you to the Calhoun County Sheriff,
Okay,
where you will remain incarcerated until such time as the child is turned over to the plaintiff. So
okay.
you can go with the deputy. I'll have the deputy take you. He can take
Can you
you
go,
into the
fella?
holding tank, and then we'll see that you're going to have to make your phone call and make sure that whoever, where the child is, that the child is turned over. But at this point, you will remain incarcerated until such time as the child is.
So what I'm hearing is that to make sure the dad can't get the child, she didn't gave the child to somebody else. She's not giving the information up. So the judge said, you can go with the deputy. They're going to take you to the holding tank. You can make your phone calls there to find out where the child is. When the child's with the father, I'll let you go. Boom. And that's setting legal precedence. So men, if you didn't know, if you're a man like me and you have children, they're outside the home and the mom been playing games, there's case law out there now. You can look this up. There's case law out there now that you can have your attorney cite, or you can cite yourself and represent yourself to make sure the judges lock her up for playing game with your time with your children. All right. And I thank these judges out here for being sound. If you're gonna lock up men for not paying child support, lock the moms up for playing games with the custody visitation. All right. Appreciate that. I'm gonna stop sharing. But that's why the dating show is necessary. Too many of you are out there dating and you're not asking the questions that need to be asked before in the dating process. Too many of you are doing that. Watch the full episode. Go to YouTube at Ty Woody 419. Let's go. In that right there. I try to hit my different platforms up, y'all. I apologize for continuing to stop and go through it, but I just want you to know. I'm taking this platform somewhere, and I want you all to come with me because I'm good at what I do, and I want some of y'all to really get a blessing and actually have a chance to do something different and make a change that lasts this year coming up. That's what I see from many of you that tap in. All right, going live over here to my Coach Taibu page on Instagram, and so I have Facebook coaching. And Taibu Muad'Dib on Facebook, Taibu Two Rides and Coach Taibu over here on Instagram. And I'm right here on Taibu Muad'Dib on TikTok, live on YouTube at Taibu Muad'Dib 4019. And this is my morning podcast for my first step coaching people. All my first steppers out there, shout out to you. Okay, I usually only go a half an hour. So that's all I have for this morning. I gave you guys some motivation, gave you some tips and some advice. The reality of it is it's going to be some work. I'm as a certified goal achievement coach. I'm ready to put the work in with you. All right. My services, we can talk about the pricing, the packaging and all that, but just inbox me. Let's get you going. If you haven't seen my post, the EFC workbook is how you really get started. It's the identifier. We have to identify it, and it's appropriate. The EFC workbook identifies either your real true goal in life and what you really want to do, or what's stopping you from doing what you want to do now. It'll do one of those two things or both. And then you reach out to me. I can work with that. It's a free download. The EFC workbook is my #1 publication. That's saying a lot because I have like 10 books written online. The EFC workbook is being downloaded hundreds of times a day. And I appreciate you guys for it. And I'm glad I can help. All right. So quick tip and advice for today. It's the 26th of December. So you got like 5 more days to strategize and put it together. Download the workbook, reach out to me, get on my calendar. Let's get you a strategy that works. Let's make sure that this time next year that you're making more, you're working a better job, you started the business that you wanted to start, you've invented something, written that book, whatever your goal is, or you found love, you're in a great relationship, whatever your goal is, you've made your relationship stronger with your kids or your partner, whatever your goal is, it needs to have a winning strategy. It needs to have a winning strategy. Take it from somebody that's created one, created a system, a proven system on how you can build a winning strategy for your life too. Taibu Muad'Dib, certified goal achievement coach. You know I'm everywhere. Reach out to me. I'll talk to you guys tonight. Live your truth tonight. I believe I have a special guest for you guys tonight, so you don't want to miss it. Taibu Muad'Dib, let's go. That's the show. Well, I usually give you guys something extra. You guys see how I'm doing my little thing. But the bottom line is take the first step today. Take the first step today. Know that you're going somewhere. Get the manpower. Put the resources and the manpower behind it. I'll make sure I got you guys. The First Step Coaching Program, as always, this podcast is brought to you by First Step Coaching. Like the page on Facebook. Join the community. If you're ready for one-on-one coaching experience, go to calendly.com/Coach Taibu. Get it right. All right. That's the show. Hug somebody. Smile.